How are you doing? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the functions of money. So in this world right now, what we're using is what we call fiat money. And fiat money is money that has no intrinsic value, but it is acceptable as legal tender. So after 1971, the whole planet has been under this system of fiat money. So this fiat money is used for all legal obligations as legal tender, but it has no intrinsic value in and of itself. So everything that is concerned in this topic, everything of concern is how the money functions in our society. So money has so many different uses, and it came from a barter trade system that people used to exchange things and barter things, and then they ended up developing a form of payment that is based on money because it was simpler to use money. So money was first of all a commodity that was used as commodity money. So commodity money is when commodity creates the actual money itself. So this could be like how people used to use gold or silver coins, or how people used to use rice in Japan. These are commodities. These commodities created the money. So this is commodity money. And then it evolved to representative money, where the people were not carrying around the grains of rice, but instead they had a piece of paper that represented the money, or a piece of paper that represented the gold. So the paper was as good as gold. So after this, the next step in the evolution of money was fiat. So in fiat, all of the money is represented as credit, and it has nothing that represents it or nothing that backs it. It has no value. It can't be converted into anything else, but it's just a credit. So this credit is just trust. So this is where we are at in terms of our development, in terms of how money came about. So the origins of money were commodity money. So all of the money has to be functional in three main things. So it first of all has to be a medium of exchange. It also has to be a unit of account, and third, it has to be a store of value. So here is an interesting bit that the money that we have doesn't have the function of money of it being a store of value over a long time, because as we've said, in a fiat currency system, the money has to have value over a long period of time, but in fiat money, the money has no value from the beginning and until the end. The money is zero value. So this defies the actual use of money. So if money has no, if money doesn't have a store of value over time, then it can't actually be money. So that's why we're now using currency. This currency is just legal tender. This legal tender is just given its power because of the legal forces, the legal power. So the other two uses of money that we have are a medium of exchange and as a unit of account. So when we talk about the medium of exchange, what we're talking about is what is in the middle of every exchange. So the function of money that is very important is that it satisfies the coincidence of wants. So when you have a cow and you are in a barter trading system, you have to find someone else who wants a cow first, and also somebody else who has what you want second. So this problem was solved by money, because you could just exchange money on the behalf of your wants and your needs. So you could exchange money so that you could sell your cow, and then you have that money and then you buy what you want. So this was the medium, or what is in the middle of your desire and what you have to offer. So that's how money came about, and that is the main function of money. But it's important to note that no country, tribe, area, or any point in history, there is no time when a country or a people relied on barter trade solely. Barter trade has always been something that is on the sidelines, because every country, every people has always realized that gold and silver are money. This has been the This has been the mode of operation in every economy. So commodity money, be it gold or silver, be it the shekel. Shekel is barley. This was what was used in Babylon in Mesopotamia, 3,000 years BC. So every country has used commodity money. So there has always been money, but then barter trade has always been a mode of exchanging. So money is a medium of exchange. And some people argue that money in itself was a natural formation, a natural evolution of the market because people had to exchange things. So they ended up developing money as a result of them needing to exchange things, to exchange goods and services, and that's how money came about. So when people are talking about money being a medium of exchange, what they're talking about is the value of a commodity. So a commodity has two values. It has the value in and of itself of being a commodity, like shells. So the shell itself has the value, the monetary value, or the aesthetic value of being a shell. And then it has a second value of it being something that you can sell or something that you can barter, something that you can exchange. So this is how the first function of money came about. And there is a theory that says that, or there's a school of thought, a school of economics that says that money came about as a natural phenomenon in the market as people just had to exchange things. But then there's another side of the economic world that says that the function of money emerged as credit, as a unit of account. So remember, money is three things. It is a medium of exchange, a unit of account, and a store of value. So the medium of exchange people say that money just emerged as something that we needed in order to exchange because we needed an alternative to the barter system. And the unit of account people say that money emerged because all of the economic transactions were based on credit or were based on debt. So this means that whenever someone was buying something, there was an instance or a moment in the transaction where one person is a debtor and one person is a creditor. So the gold, which was the money, was just there to satisfy the debt or satisfy the credit. So some people also postulate that in certain times how money emerged was that people were in a community and they actually didn't exchange money for goods, but they shared everything together. And through sharing, what ended up happening was that someone would have to replenish what was given to them, and this is how money emerged as a unit of account. So this is a fact that in ancient cultures, people used to use gold as tokens. So these tokens were things that you could count in order to keep count. So when you go back to the etymology of money or the origins of money, you see that money is actually from the word moon, and moon actually is from the word measure, because the moon measures the duration of a month. So we use the moon to measure every month. So we can only tell that the month has started or the month has ended by the cycles of the moon. So this measurement is how we are actually using money. So the MON on the moon or the Monday is still the MON on the money. So so these are the different theories of money, that it could be a unit of account or it could be a medium of exchange. So it being a unit of account is something that's pretty interesting, because right now we're in the era where we're now using money as credit, that as money grows, credit simultaneously grows, because we're now in a fiat system. So the fiat system means that all of the money is actually credit. So before that, we actually had commodities. So in my own opinion, I don't think that it was a credit per se, because you had the commodity that was able to satisfy the debt at the moment. So Given all of that, we can see that money is some resource that is very, very powerful, and it is very necessary in every interaction, in every economy. And the importance of money is how we're able to introduce our value into the commodity, into the world, into the community. So the word commodity is actually very, very powerful and important. So money, first of all, was commodity money, representative money, and then now it's fiat money. So commodity is where we get the word community, this is where we get the word communication. So this is where we get the word communion. So every communion had commodities, had connections. So commodity money is real money, and this is where it all started. This is the basis of money. But now we have an expanding monetary system because of fractional reserve banking and modern money mechanics. But commodity money is something that has real value in and of itself. That gold, for example, people used to have gold cups because the gold mixed with water, and if you do that, it creates this combination that is actually an antibacterial in your body. So people used to use gold cups because that water will actually heal your body, because this is actual gold. And scientific studies have proven and have shown that your body actually resonates at a certain frequency. It has a certain vibration. So when you're wearing a gold necklace, a gold chain, a gold watch, something that is of original material, a precious metal, this resonates with your actual bodily frequency. So this is actually money. So this is how money makes you feel good and stuff like that. So what we have is just a piece of paper. So this piece of paper has no resonance with people whatsoever. It's just paper. So understanding that actually this commodity is communication, because through this we're able to produce more, because we have grain as our commodity money. It means that the community is going to be producing more and more grain, and you go into another area. This area is a good place to grow mushrooms. These people are going to be producing this as a community because they need that commodity. So this was disrupted by the whole advent of fiat money. So this is just the current situation that we have. And in your own life, what you should be able to do is to translate your desires through your talents. This is why in the Bible it speaks about the servants were given talents. These talents were actually money. So your talents are your money. Your talent is your communion, is your commodity. That's your commodity. So how we're able to express that commodity or that talent will determine how you're able to resonate with the world and get your money. So I just hope that you are able to get that, and you can get what is due to you, and yeah, and live free, because money affords you a certain amount of psychological, spiritual, emotional, social, and practical freedom. So you need to have this commodity. You need to have this connection with your own money so that you can be connected with whatever you want. If you have a dream, it's going to need money. So this is actually the function of money in your life, that it's going to be functional in your life to the extent that you're able to express it through your own desires, your dreams, and your hopes, your ambitions, and all of that. So thank you so much for watching this, and I hope that you get a lot of value from this, and just take the time to look at some of the links below the video description of this, so that you can see some of the music that I have, some of the books that I've published, poetry, not poetry, all of these things, so that you can enrich your life in different ways. So I really hope that you get the time to do that, and thank you so much for taking the time to actually watch this, listen to this, and digest it. And I just hope that your life is filled with many blessings. Thanks a lot.